Hola a todos, soy Sergio y hoy en Review Juega nos vamos a poner el casco,
los guantes y a pisar a fondo.
Porque vamos a hablar de Fórmula Legends, un título que rinde homenaje a la historia de la fórmula, desde los monoplazas clásicos hasta los más modernos, con un estilo visual simpático y una jugabilidad que mezcla lo arcade con toques de simulación y estrategia. Fecha de lanzamiento y plataformas. Fórmula Legends se lanzó el 18 de septiembre de 2025. Está disponible para PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One y Nintendo Switch.
Así que prácticamente cualquiera puede disfrutarlo, sea en consola o en ordenador.
¿De qué trata Fórmula Legends?
El juego ha sido desarrollado por el estudio italiano 3D Clouds y es una especie de carta de amor a las carreras de fórmula. No cuenta con licencias oficiales, pero se inspira abiertamente en distintas eras del automovilismo, recreando el espíritu y la estética de cada década, desde los años 60 hasta la actualidad. Cada época tiene su propio estilo visual, sus coches característicos y su forma de pilotar.
Además, las pistas también evolucionan. Un mismo circuito puede tener una configuración diferente dependiendo de la década, lo que le da variedad y profundidad.
Aunque su apariencia sea un poco caricaturesca y colorida, Fórmula Legends no es un juego infantil. En niveles de dificultad medios o altos, exige precisión, control y una buena gestión del coche. Características destacadas. Evolución histórica. Puedes competir con 16 modelos de monoplazas inspirados en distintas décadas, desde los 60 hasta hoy. Circuitos dinámicos. Hay 14 pistas que cambian de trazado y estilo según la época en la que corras. Gestión avanzada. El juego incluye desgaste de neumáticos, consumo de combustible, daños, paradas en boxes y cambios meteorológicos. Ayudas configurables. Puedes activar o desactivar asistencias como ABS, control de tracción o ayudas en frenada, lo que lo hace accesible tanto para novatos como para jugadores más técnicos. Modo historia. Te lleva a través de diferentes décadas, con eventos y desafíos únicos para cada era, mostrando cómo evoluciona la competición con el tiempo. Pilotos con habilidades. Más de 200 pilotos ficticios con distintas especialidades. Unos son mejores bajo la lluvia, otros gestionan mejor los neumáticos o los boxes, y eso cambia el enfoque de cada carrera. Estilo visual con identidad. Su aspecto es colorido y nostálgico, con filtros y detalles que reflejan cada época. Por ejemplo, tonos sepia para los años 60, o un look más moderno y nítido en la actualidad. Puntos negativos. No todo es perfecto, y aquí van los aspectos que más se le critican. No tiene multijugador, ni local ni online. Algo que muchos esperaban en un juego de este tipo. La inteligencia artificial puede ser un poco agresiva y a veces inconsistente. Algunos rivales se lanzan sin lógica a las curvas o te cierran de forma poco realista. Variedad limitada de circuitos. Aunque cambien con las décadas, siguen siendo 14 pistas, lo que puede quedarse corto si juegas mucho. Algunos fallos técnicos menores, pequeños problemas de rendimiento, texturas que tardan en cargar o colisiones poco precisas.
Hey everyone, I'm Sergio, and today on Review Juega, we're putting on the helmet, tightening the gloves, and flooring the throttle, because we're diving into Formula Legends, a racing game that pays tribute to the history of Formula racing, from classic open-wheel cars to the modern era, with a charming visual style and gameplay that mixes arcade fun with strategic, sim-like depth. Release date and platforms. Formula Legends was released on September the 18th, 2025. It's available on PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, so pretty much anyone can enjoy it, no matter what system you're on. What is Formula Legends about? Developed by the Italian studio 3 Clouds, Formula Legends is a love letter to the golden eras of Formula racing. It doesn't use official licenses, but it's clearly inspired by real-world history, recreating the spirit and atmosphere of racing through the decades, from the 1960s up to today. Each era feels distinct, not only in design, but in how the cars handle. Even the tracks evolve with time. A single circuit might have different layouts depending on the decade, giving the experience a great sense of progression. And don't let the colorful, slightly cartoonish art style fool you. Formula Legends isn't a kid's game. Once you raise the difficulty, precision, control, and car management become essential to win. Key features. Historical evolution. Race across 16 different single-seaters inspired by cars from the 1960s all the way to the modern day. Dynamic circuits. Compete on 14 tracks, each changing layout and aesthetics based on the decade. Strategic gameplay, tire wear, fuel consumption, car damage, pit stops, and dynamic weather all play a role in your performance. Customizable assists. You can turn on ABS, traction control, or braking aids, making it accessible for both casual and serious players. Story mode. Travel through racing history in a campaign that presents unique challenges and events for each era. Drivers with abilities. Over 200 fictional drivers, each with their own perks. Some perform better in the rain, others save tires or pit faster, adding a nice layer of depth. Visual identity. Bright, nostalgic graphics that shift by era, sepia tones for the 60s, cleaner looks for modern times, and a general stylized retro vibe. Weak points. Not everything shines under the checkered flag, so here are the main downsides. No multiplayer, neither local nor online, probably the biggest disappointment for racing fans. Inconsistent AI, the computer drivers can be overly aggressive, diver bombing into corners or blocking without reason. Limited variety of circuits. Even though layouts evolve, there are still only 14 core tracks, which can feel repetitive after long sessions. Minor technical issues, some slow texture loading, poppings, and imperfect collision detection, especially on lower-end systems. Short championships. Seasons are capped at 14 races, which might feel too short for some players. Reviews and reception. Overall, Formula Legends received fairly positive reviews. It averages around 70 out of 100 on Metacritic, which is a solid mid-high score for an indie racing game. Most critics praised its nostalgic style, attention to detail, and balance between fun arcade gameplay and light simulation mechanics. It's described as a heartfelt tribute to Formula racing, but one that lacks the polish and depth of major licensed titles. The biggest criticisms point to the missing multiplayer and the occasional technical hiccups, though nearly everyone agrees that the game has real passion and personality behind it. Gameplay impressions. Behind the wheel, Formula Legends feels surprisingly good. It's easy to jump into, great for quick fun, but it hides a lot of depth for those who enjoy fine-tuning their driving style. Higher difficulty levels demand proper braking, careful cornering, and tire management. Weather effects are particularly impressive. When the rain starts pouring, grip changes completely, and every overtake becomes a gamble. The sound design, while stylized, captures the nostalgic racing energy perfectly. Engines roar with a retro touch that fits the mood of each era. Final thoughts. In the end, Formula Legends is a game made with a lot of heart. It's not trying to compete with full-blown simulators like F1 or Assetto Corsa. Instead, it carves its own lane as a nostalgic, story-driven, and fun racing experience. If you love racing history and want something fresh that celebrates it without taking itself too seriously, this game is for you. If, however, you're only after competitive online racing or the realism of licensed sims, you might find it a bit shallow. For me, Formula Legends deserves a 7 out of 10, a charming and enjoyable ride with clear potential for future improvement.